Welcome back to In Focus. Now, for those of you who watched the show yesterday, Thursday, Lisa Vohra walked us through the student visa process. Well, today, she'll share the stories of two young African students who are busy taking classes and living their lives here in the U.S.
Let's start with a quick recap. Both Joy and Stephanie came here on a student visa. Joy has been working a steady job for the last couple of years, and Stephanie just graduated from American University in Washington, D.C. Getting the visa was just the begining for Joy and Stephanie. Upon arriving in the United States, as you might expect, they got hit with a little culture shock.
I thought it was cold because I came in January.
Living in the U.S. was very different. A lot of people make a lot of assumptions because you look like you fit in, you sound like you fit in, and then something comes out of your mouth, and then they're like, that makes absolutely no sense.
After weathering the initial shock of being in a different land, Joy and Stephanie eventually settled into their new life.
I met a number of other students who were Nigerian, who had grown up in the States, but their parents were Nigerian. So those students became some of my closer friends.
My second year, I got involved in a number of activities on campus. So that's how I got to know a number of people.
A typical day for Stephanie, who's somewhat health conscious, begins early in the morning with a trip to the gym for a good, honest workout before class.
I would usually start off by just stretching and warming up a bit. And then I would do cardio, so I'll be on the ellipticals. And then I'd come down here and do push up and plank. And then afterwards I would do some free weights.
And once the blood gets flowing and the mind gets going, she's ready for class.
My schedule in terms of class is pretty light because I just need to take 3 classes to graduate.
First class, French. Parlez-vous français? That's can you speak French? Being in an upper-level French class meant you could not speak English at all. Next, après français, a visit with a professor.
I have to write a paper for my class, and so he's going over everything with me. Just make sure I get an A on the paper, that's it.
Get the tone of the New York Times article. Read it for yourself and see. Stephanie's a very, very good student. She's worked extremely hard.
After talking to her professor, Stephanie has some downtime, giving her a chance to socialize with some friends and take care of some loose ends.
Okay.
Stephanie's also a resident assistant, known as an RA, putting her in charge of her floor at her dormitory. Her job, to make sure everyone follows the rules.
I'm a resident assistant, so I have to work a number of hours at the front desk. Transferring right now.
What made you decide to be an RA?
Oh, well, first, housing is free.
Ah!
Which is nice. And then you get a stipend every month, which is nice.
And then you're just eating on the job right now?
Yeah.
Because of her busy schedule, she has to squeeze in her lunch at work.
I got this from down there.
With the day nearly over, Stephanie comes back home to her dorm, checks her voicemail, and then it's time to lay low and hang out with her friend.
Every once in a while, we'll go out or we'll just go over to someone's house and just, hang out and stuff. Oh my God.
Stephanie Aye, the transformation of an African coming to America, taking on the challenge of fitting into a new and distant culture, getting her education and making a life for herself. I'm Lisa Vohra, VOA News.
Well, that's it for today. You can watch In Focus on our website at voaafrica.com. And of course, for more news, please listen to VOA's English service, Africa News Tonight and Daybreak Africa in the morning. Thank you so much for watching us throughout the week. Good night. Have a safe and wonderful weekend. See you Monday.